My client was almost running away, but you're lucky you found him here. Today, when we attended court in the morning, two events took place. One was in the High Court before the Anti-Corruption and Anti-Corruption and Economic Crimes Division. The office of the DPP withdrew application for revision which they had filed in relation to a decision that had been made by the Chief Magistrate, Honorable Combo, denying the prosecution an opportunity to alter or to amend the charges. And the results of the morning session before Justice Maina was that the revision application was withdrawn, paving way for the mention of the case before the Chief Magistrate about an hour later, in which the ODPP again withdrew the charges against my client and 11 others who had been charged. And it was a relief for my client. The reasons given by the ODPP were that they had requested the DCI through several letters written between October 2021 and May 2022 for certain clarifications in relation to the missing gaps in the case they had referred against our clients in criminal case number 26 of 2018. Our clients have been in court for the last 5 years, and we had gone through a long list of witnesses, testimonies of 34 witnesses, and apparently the ODPP realized that there were gaps that could not be filled, and when they requested for information from the DCI, they did not get any response.
They started 4 letters actually.
Yes, yes. So today they set out the reasons why they needed to terminate. One of them is that they were not able to get any evidence to fill up the gaps that were existing in the case, and as a result they felt they don't have sufficient evidence to prosecute all the 11 accused persons, having withdrawn the case against the supplier of the transformers a while back in May, May this year. They deemed it necessary to terminate the proceedings in relation to criminal case that my client was facing. And secondly, they also gave reasons why they thought it was not necessary, because the evidence that was already in record or in situ in court was at variance with the evidence that was remaining to be tendered, and it was not going to be possible to fill the gap that had been created by such failure. And hence, there was no possibility that they would ever obtain any conviction, and they decided to terminate the case under Section 87A of the Criminal Procedure Code, as read together with Article 157, Sub-Article 6C of the Constitution. And as a result, we, as advocates for the accused persons, did not deem it necessary to oppose, and the court then allowed the termination of the case as requested by the ODPP. So that means my client and his co-accused persons have all been set free. They are now free. They have been cleared of any blame, and then now they are able to organize what is left of their lives, having spent 5 agonizing years in undergoing a trial that was not going anywhere. And the clarification that was made by the ODPP is a telling clarification that all along the DCI preferred the charges. And when they knew there was no sufficient evidence to prosecute. It is a telling statement that persons who have been holding offices in government, in parastatals in this country, can be charged and left to be to go through a trial that is not necessary. So that is it. Maybe my client, if he has anything, he can add to what he has to say.
Yeah, thank you very much, Moses. For myself, family, friends, professional colleagues, relatives, and generally anybody who knew me, we have gone through 5 long years, very unfair long years. There have been careers broken along the way, opportunities lost along the way. I was even luckier a bit because I had retired. Some of my co-accused were young professionals who were on top of their careers, but those careers have been cut short by this case. It has been very costly to us. We, however, thank God that we have come to the end of it. We thank God for good health, that we were able to withstand the kind of pressure we went through. Sometimes some of these court cases can take people down, can take people's health down and actually kill people. So we're very lucky that all of us have actually, been healthy. So we look forward to picking up ourselves, dusting ourselves, recollecting ourselves, and moving on with our lives. We hope nobody else should be allowed to go through this kind of damaging experience, humiliating experience, for no good reason at all. You have heard what Moses has said about the reasoning behind the withdrawal of the charges. But we all along knew that there was actually no case. But it's taken us 5 years to come to that kind of conclusion. Look at the amount of time it's taken us. Look at the lost opportunities. Look at the humiliation. And more particularly during this time, when social media is all over us, the media is all over us, all of a sudden our characters changed and you are labeled criminals, suspects, thieves. All our lives' good performance in public service went to waste overnight. It's such a very humiliating experience. And we wish nobody should go through this experience again. We look forward to better management of affairs such as this, so that people are not subjected to this kind of process unfairly, such as what was subjected to us. And so that is what I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for turning up. I actually thought I would require this kind of, and Moses has thought it was necessary that, of course, you have come, we talk about it. And so that is it. We thank God it has come to pass. And so so that we can have a sigh of relief. With the new dispensation, we should be able to pick up ourselves and move on with our lives. Thank you very much for coming over. We appreciate it.
Thank you, sir.
Do you have any questions you want to ask us? Maybe, yeah, Moses.
Okay.
It's sort of like malicious prosecution. And if it is, would you be intending now to sue the states because of it?
We share with my client because, all these matters revolve around what the client wants. And if we deem it that way, so it shall be. Of course, ordinarily, if they had withdrawn the case under or terminated it under Section 202 of the Criminal Procedure Code, it would have been an automatic case for prosecuting as malicious prosecution. But maybe not, yes. My client right now needs to rest and refocus. We shall get to know in the next few days when we receive the ruling and also the proceedings that we're going to be asking from the Magistrates Court and also from the High Court, because we have many aspects to consider, given that if there was no prosecution of our clients in the manner that was done, maybe they would have been better off in society. They would have done better. They had done very well before in public service, and they were going places, but their careers were cut short. Yes.
I know where you get it.
I don't know.
Now I'm free to write it.
Of course.
I hope I'm not to be arrested.
Nobody will arrest you.
No, we
can assure you.
You can review the situation together.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
We shall be letting you know if there is any cause of action. I don't know, because employment after 5 years of being away, there is no guarantee that you can be taken back by the employer. So we don't know. But they can get employment elsewhere if they are still within employable age. For him, he had retired. I don't think he would be seeking to be employed by anybody in any other capacity, unless, of course, to be a chair of a board or something like that, or sit in a task force, that kind of thing. Yes, yes.
Moses,
Of course, there are opportunities which we can serve, but not necessarily in formal employment. Yes.
I think that's it, ladies and gentlemen. I really appreciate your turning up, and I actually left. It's just Moses that told me, "Oh, you guys are here at KPSC." I thought I would not let you down. Now you have come. So,
Not sure that we want.
is it?
Yes.
Thank you very much.
My electricity.